Hi there, hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Robin. I own Robin Sealing. Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. If you have not yet subscribed, I very much appreciate you clicking the subscribe button as well as the bell button beside the subscribe button if you're interested in getting notifications as to when I've done videos. So thanks again for tuning in. We're going to do a monthly angel card reading for March 2019. Very, very interesting energy I'm feeling like, but there's just this sense of judgment coming over me right now, and I just feel like it could be a little bit harsh. It could be that you're judging other people, or it could be that you're judging yourself very, very harshly. So right away, what we want to do is contact someone that we love. That's what I'm really hearing, and it's like, talk to people that you love, because that's going to shift your energy. And as I'm doing that, my significant other is contacting me. So we contact people that we love because they make us feel better. So when you're starting to get into that energy, we tend to do this in our head a lot. Right away, shift it, okay? So call someone you love. If you need to, if you're a spiritual person and you can't access someone by telephone or next to you, that's when we can connect to the angel realms or people who have crossed over that we still love, and we can try to call in that energy. But I really feel like it's more about in the physical world. But if you can't get to that, use the spiritual realms, okay? I'm hearing all is well from us, meaning loved ones that have passed are okay. So I feel like there's someone in particular that needed to hear that. You can go to robinsealing.com if you want your own personal reading. I'm really getting into channeling a lot more. I'm feeling like hydration's also really coming up. So making sure that your energy is constantly being replenished for the month of March. Centering, grounding. Cosmic energy is coming up. I think about its druid energy is also coming up. I'm hearing to use my animal oracle cards. So I'm going to grab those. So I'm really, really watching myself in terms of listening this time, okay? I'm hearing that there's nothing we really need to worry about, and I guess that's what the message is coming through. I never know what's going to happen when I do these videos, and I think it's important that we're always open to our own interpretations of what this means, because it's going to resonate with everyone, but it's going to resonate for some people more than others and in different ways, okay? So just be mindful of that. Be open. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing sharing is caring. So if you want to volunteer more with your time, if you need to exercise on an exercise ball, that's what I'm hearing, then you need to just do that, because it's going to help your vibration. It's going to shift your energy. It's going to help you implement more changes for spiritual growth, for more guidance on a spiritual level, so intuitive guidance like myself. I feel like sometimes the written word is not always set in stone. So just because something's written down, whether that's a contract, maybe it's marriage, maybe it's a proposal, whatever it is, just because that's happened already and it's somebody said something or it was written down, maybe it's a signature, whatever, doesn't mean it can't be kind of taken away from you, okay? And doesn't mean it can't change. So the energy of manipulation is coming up right away. And just making sure that we're not taking advantage of other people, we're not taking things for granted, that we're able to go within an energy within ourselves and change at any given time, because that's actually for me, that's about vibrations, understanding how we're vibrating, okay? So I'm feeling like there's someone who is a little bit blocked in their left ear, okay? So that's the side of their heart, and they're not listening to their heart because Spirit's trying to get their attention, and they're not listening to what their heart is telling them to do, okay? And this is attached to the manipulation energy. It's people who are self-centered. It's the energy of, I consider it control, but let's channel what Spirit has to say. It's the idea of change for some people. They don't like the idea of change. And this is, it's like the energy of terror, or somebody terrorizing themselves or other people because they don't like the energy of change. So we want to get rid of that fear energy, and I'm hearing it's about getting other people to tune in. So definitely it's about learning how to tune into that energy for yourself, okay? So steer clear of those energies. That's what you're meant to hear. Okay, so we've got the Boar card, Boar. This terrorizing energy is something that really needs to be talked about this month, all right? The energy is also coming up sterilizing. Are you, say you're using a tool, right? And the energy of penalizing is also coming up. It's like people are so scared that they're going to be penalized for things they're so worried about doing something wrong that that's become wrong. So and that's the fear energy, okay? But the sterilizing energy is talking about, there are so many rules. So we'll say like you need to sterilize, your equipment or whatever. And if you don't sterilize that equipment, all these bad things will happen. It's almost like the energy of a priest. That's what's coming up too. And it's like sometimes religion has scared people off from being spiritual. But there's a priestess energy coming up as well, because it's about tapping into that intuition. And I'm hearing that there are lots of insults. A lot of people who are in the energy of deprivation. So, and if you don't know what deprivation means, you're holding yourself back from the good things in life based on the way that you're choosing to live. But the energy of a diary comes up in someone who really needs to get their secrets out of them. It's like you're depriving yourself of vitamins because you're holding yourself back from living. And so this is going to take a lot of charisma and stamina and essentially joy is your stamina. So if you're happy, you're gonna feel strong. If you're not happy, you may be feeling weak, but it doesn't mean that you can't change if you want to. So we must challenge ourselves. If there's a negative energy around you, then you need to stay strong. And by staying strong in your own energy force, you're going to empower other people to want to change, acknowledging that you cannot make someone change, but you can empower them by being a good person yourself, by showing other people a great example, okay? So this is very much, we need to take our own energies back by taking accountability for our own responsibilities, okay, as a human, but in more ways than that, all right? So there's nothing we can do to change the past. But your desires are so important. You are so important in this life. You deserve everything, okay? So the Boar is really teaching us how to master the energy of the mind, how to replenish ourselves, how to tap into those gifts, how to seize the day and start living our lives the way we feel like we're supposed to. So I do sense that some people are judging the fact that other people are living a certain way. And that needs to stop. I think focusing more on that creativity within yourself, finding more love in yourself, whether it is through communicating with spirit or talking to loved ones, it's going to help, okay? So seeing yourself as a person who beams love and light and joy and excitement, by starting to see yourself in that light and letting go of that judgment, you will start to glow and radiate the energy of desire. And you will not need to change people, and you will not need to control other people or control everything, because you'll start to see that you are the one already in control based on what you're vibrating and what your energy is saying, because it's not what we're saying out loud as much as it is what we're saying in our heads, okay? So making sure that you're a positive role model and example for other people. Shift, people, shift, okay? So now let's tap in to what, when I channel, what kind of comes through, okay? You're desirable. You're loved. Like you're a light being. Don't hold fear, etc. So everything I was saying is just affirming that, okay? So really, really, really connect. You know, I didn't expect to do this reading this way, but I just feel like those are our messages. I'm going to pull out one more. I'm pulling out an angel tarot card. These two need to come out. Heart chakra, we already talked about the energy of that. You know, there's someone who thinks that they're damaged goods. There's some shame, there's some toxic energy happening here, and now I feel a whole different temperature in my body. And I feel like there's someone watching who could potentially be like a light worker, a medium themselves, but they're not feeling very protected or strong in themselves or in their energy, okay? So there is also someone watching who is drowning in sorrow. They hold a lot of fear, and it is affecting their stamina. So it may come across that I'm being very direct right now, but what you're going to find is that this isn't hocus pocus. I'm just delivering messages, and I'm trying to make them very clear. And I think it's really about opening up to people's own energies and their own spiritual gifts, because right now, if you want to, I feel like, succeed in your own careers or whatever, if that's something you want to do, then you have to stop holding back, all right? So new gear, definitely. We're holding space for other people at this moment. So lots of compassion, which I love. Just a lot of new energy and a lot of new ideas coming through for March. So the way that we're holding space for people is going to make a huge difference in the world. The way that you're presenting your speech, your mannerisms, your body, how you hold your body is going to affect people. So if you're tapping into this new energy, look out, because it's going to add a whole new spice to your life. It's going to make you feel strong. It's going to make you feel powerful. There's lots of wisdom coming up. If you're shedding skin and you're shedding tears right now and you're letting go of that manipulation energy, you're going to find that, like, yes, you're opening up a whole nother can of worms, but those worms, there's a lot of credit in those worms. And what you're going to find is as you overcome these fears, you're going to realize that there's so much beauty, and what we used to think was scary is now the most beautiful energies, all right? So I think if we're not intimidated and we can achieve, then there's no limits on what this month can bring. Page of Earth. So as we realign, as we center, as we balance, and as we work on this charisma and this new character that's coming through and unfolding, if you listen to my weekly readings for February, you know, some of this is all going to make more sense. So I recommend going back to some of the old videos, and this will make more sense. I do feel like there is some sickness, and I think part of that is like mental illness. I think some of that is overcoming illness as well, some tragedies, so trauma, things like that. And I feel like some people are being like reborn again. So this is very powerful new energy. But people are also unraveling their gifts, and that's, I think, the beauty is that they're starting to realize that being open, having open communication, that sort of thing is gonna create more balance in their life. They're gonna attract what they want to, so why the heck not, right? And so I think it's gonna be like showing a different side to your, like showing your new skills to people, like showing other people that new version of yourself. All right. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Page of Earth, patient, successful. So, if you are a light worker, tap in, okay? Help these people. If you are new to energy work, and this is your first time watching this video, welcome. It's an interesting time. But there's this energy of everything kind of doing full circles, okay? I do sense some people are doing somersaults, and because they're over the moon about something, and then because they're just like so excited, they're already like, all these things are amazing, things are happening, and then there are other people who are just feeling like stuck and trapped. And so it's like the energy of marriage could be the most beautiful thing for one person and the worst thing for someone else. So it's very much how we're willing to work around things and with people and that sort of thing. So leave things open. That's what I'm going to recommend. And the more open you can be, the better it's all going to get. Okay? So take this as you will. I do sense that this is just a powerful, powerful time. If you want to reach me, contact me through my website. I am doing a 40% off from March 11th until March 15th on all of my services, online and in person. And I have an online booking system if you'd like to book a session. All right? So have an awesome day. Keep the energy lighthearted. See you later. Bye.